Hello, good evening. My name is Bisola Adeniran. Welcome to my kitchen once more, Bisola's Kitchen. Today I'll be showing you how I make my cabbage swallow or cabbage eba, whatever you want to call it. And I'll be showing you two different ways that you can actually make your cabbage swallow. So you have to get your cabbage right here. And another thing that you need when you are making your cabbage is also called the organic whole husk psyllium. You do need your psyllium husk, which is going to help us to bind the cabbage since this is vegetable. And also the psyllium husk is a good source of fiber. It's really good. You know, if you are following ketogenic diet or you are following low carb diet, this is a better choice of swallow, which is a cabbage swallow. So that's what I'll be doing tonight. And in case you've been wondering and like, oh, how do I make my cabbage swallow? It's very easy. So these are the things that you need: your cabbage, your psyllium husk, your blender, and your plastic wrap, of course. So let's begin with the process. So you need your cabbage, and when you get your cabbage, you hold it down and then you cut it. Okay, so I'm not going to be making a whole lot, so like half is good for me. And you just cut it really small. Yeah, you cut it really tiny. Okay, so after cutting this, you pour it in a bowl, because we are going to be blending some and we are going to be boiling some, because I'm showing you two ways that you can make your cabbage swallow. So you want to dump it in your bowl and you want to give it a good rinse, a very good rinse. I already have one here that has been rinsed already. It's been washed, it's very clean. So I'm going to be using this while I place this away. And I already have some also. After rinsing it very well, you want to place some on the pot. For the other type that I'm making, you place it on the pot and it will be cooking. So this will be a raw one that is not cooked. There's some already on the stove that is cooking right now. So by the time I'm done, it's already done, and I will show you how I make that as well. So this is clean, so I'm just going to clean my hands. Okay, and then we come back here and you just make sure that your blender is plugged in, and you want to blend your cabbage. Okay, you want to make sure that it is blend, and then you add some water as well. Add water to blend it. Okay, and let's blend. So you want to add some water if you do need water, because you need it to blend smoothly. So while that is blending, I will show you the end result of the boiling one. Okay, this is done blending, and like I said, this is the sample of the one that I boiled on the stove. So you just want to cut them up this size, and then you just want it to boil for about 10-15 minutes. And as soon as you get this texture, you can see it's very soft. That means that it is done. So that is the texture that you get after boiling for about 15 minutes. And then all I'm doing right now is to drain it. I'm draining the water to make sure it's properly drained. And sometimes I actually use a cotton, like a scarf that I purchased purposely for this cabbage swallow, because you don't want it to have too much of water, because if it is too watery, then it's going to be very, very soft. But you can actually squeeze the water down and just drain. Make sure that you're draining. You can see the water is still draining, so which is good. So we're gonna leave that aside to drain while I'm going to focus on the one that I just finished blending. So the one that I just finished blending, I will you know, drain the water as well, because I do not need a whole lot of water in this cabbage. So I'm going to pour it right here to drain, so you can see, and then I can just rinse with water. So this is about half of my cabbage, and then it will be good for me for one meal, you know. Okay, so that's that. So you can see this is also draining. You can just use your hand to push it down. Use your hand to push it down. You drain as much water as possible, and then we are still going to cook this on the stove. We are going to put this on the stove to cook, since this is the raw one and it has not been cooked yet. So after draining, you want to put this aside also to drain. So now the next thing that I want to show you is the other one that I parboiled. So it's right here. It's still draining. So if it is, you allow it to cool down, and this has already cooled down a little bit, so you can actually use your hand also to squeeze out some of the water, and then you put it in a bowl. So you can just squeeze out some of the water, okay? And I'll just get about this size. So I will show you how I make my cabbage swallow with parboil. So what you need is your hand blender. This is my hand blender. So you plug this in, and then you blend your cabbage, because it's already cooked, so it is very, very soft. Okay, so I'm just showing you both ways, so that either way it's okay. So you can boil it first and then use your hand blender. Into a pot if I still want to cook it, but with this one I don't really want to cook it. So all I'm doing with this is just adding the psyllium husk. I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon, or 1 tablespoon of psyllium husk. This is a teaspoon, so I'm adding that, and then 2 teaspoons will be 1 tablespoon. So that's it. And all I do now is to mix it together to get the consistency that I like. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it and let it still a little bit. And this one that I just drained, the one that I blend in the bigger blender, I'm going to pour it on my pot and I will start cooking on the stove. So I put on my stove. So you can see I'm pouring this in that. So all I have to do is to stir. So we can use the same spatula, the same wood spoon that I used earlier. So all I have to do is to keep mixing this, you know, just keep turning. Once a while, go back there and turn it, leave it, let it, you know, let it cook, and then you keep turning, and then you keep turning, okay, until you get the consistency that you really like. Okay, so I'm going to use another, you know, spatula. You can also use anything flat is good. So to turn this one that I've been, you know, that is blended, you can see that's the one that I use my hand blender on. So I'm just gonna keep turning it as well until, you know, I get the consistency. And if you see that it is too soft, you can put it on the stove so that that can drain the water a little bit, and it will make it firmer. So this one I'm just gonna keep turning until, you know, I get my desired consistency. Okay, so you can see I can hear the noise of the one on the stove, so I'll keep turning. Okay, so this is what we eat mostly in my family right now. It's cabbage swallow, and the other one, which I'll also be doing video on how to make cauliflower swallow on my next video. If there's anything that you want me to show you, you can leave me a comment under the comment section that you would like for me to make a particular you know, recipe to show you how I make this. So my next video will be a cauliflower swallow. I will show you how I make that swallow as well. It's very easy, and you will never miss swallow in this lifestyle. You know, living healthy, it's a choice. So I hope that you'll be choosing the right you know, diet, and you know, you tend to take care of your body. I'm telling you, what you put in your body is what reflect out of you. So please take care of your body. You know, eat healthy, please eat healthy. So you can see you can see how it is. So now I'm going to put it in I'm going to put it in a wrap. Okay, so you can see this is also bubbling. So all I do is turn it. You make sure that it's cooked, because we want it to be cooked since it's raw. You know, you keep turning it. And this also I'm going to put in a plastic wrap, and then we let it sit. When you let it sit, you see the consistency. It's smooth, and then it gets harder. Okay, so I just put this in the plastic wrap, and then you can see that's it. And then I'm gonna let it cool down, and when I'm ready to eat, I just serve it with any form of soup that I enjoy. It could be vegetable soup, it could be, and don't forget, keep turning your cabbage on the stove. It doesn't get burnt, but just keep turning it, so you know, you just don't forget it on the stove. You don't have to, you know, stay with it all through, but just keep turning. Remember to keep turning until it's fully cooked. I just leave it on for about 5 minutes, and then it should be done, and that's it. So our cabbage swallow, it's ready. So this is the second one out of the one I made from the hand blender. Don't forget that we always need our psyllium husk. This is the organic whole husk, psyllium husk. That's what we call it. You can get it from the whole food store. And I'm just gonna put 1 tablespoon also in my cabbage. Okay, that's it. And that's a source of fiber. It is a source of fiber. Okay, so now I'm just going to keep mixing. What the psyllium husk does is to bind the vegetable together, is to give it a bind together. It binds it together so it does not keep falling apart. So you won't even have a feeling of eating vegetable. You will feel like you are eating eba or fufu or amala. So this is the way that I make my cabbage swallow. Very, very easy. Very easy. I prefer this method that I'm doing on the stove right now because I just love the texture or you know, the taste of eba, you know. And this is a good source of fiber. When you eat this, oh my God, the following day you will use the bathroom easily. Easily, trust me. If you have trouble using the bathroom, this is going to help you clean your system. Okay, and you will thank me later. Yeah, this is done. This is super yummy. So let me just show you how it looks. You can see how it's turning. Yeah, that's how it looks. Okay, so and then when we are done with mixing it, then we can just put it in the plastic wrap when we are done. I'm sorry, I don't know if I was backing you, but all I was doing was just turning and turning and turning just for it to, you know, give me the consistency that I really, really, really like. Okay, so we are done. We are done with this. And all I'm going to do right now is to also put it in the plastic wrap. So we are so done. You can see that this does not really take a whole lot of time. It does not take a whole lot of time. It is very, very, very easy. Very, very, very easy. You can see that it's super, super easy. Okay? We are done. And then your soup is already ready. So you want to eat, you just get your soup out and your swallow is ready. And do you know one thing I do? If I do make the whole cabbage in one day, I will just put it like this and put it in my refrigerator. So whenever I'm ready to eat, I just bring it out and warm it for 2 minutes. You know, and that's it with my soup, and the food is ready. You can actually, I always put it in my fridge. I can like make 3-4 days worth of cabbage and just put it in my fridge. So whenever I'm ready to eat, all I do is to, you can see, all I do is, you know, this is super, super, super yummy. So you can really see the difference. This is firmer and this is softer. But by the time you place this in the fridge, it's going to be firmer. And if you want it to be firmer, that you don't want it to be this soft, all you have to do is to squeeze the water out with the cotton, because I didn't really squeeze much of this water out. That's why it's really, but I do love it soft like this at times, because by the time I bring it out of the fridge, it's going to be, you know, harder. Okay, that's it for today, and thank you for watching my video. I do really appreciate it. So if this is your first time watching my video, please press the subscribe button and you will see more of my videos. I'll be bringing more recipe on healthy lifestyle that you can actually follow, and you will thank me later as you start getting results by the grace of God. Okay, so see you later, and thank you for watching. Share this video, like this video, and we'll come back your way some other time. Love ya. Mwah. Bye.